5 behaviors of a woman who doesn't value you. In life, we are often tested, not by grand adversities, but by subtle actions, overlooked words, and quiet dismissals. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If we allow the behavior of others to diminish our sense of worth, we dye ourselves in the color of their disregard. Let us explore 5 behaviors that reveal a woman who does not value you, not to ignite anger, but to spark clarity and self-mastery. 1. She withholds respect. Respect is the foundation of all meaningful relationships. Seneca wrote, "We should not indulge those who insult us, for they will believe their actions are justified. If she mocks your values, belittles your efforts, or dismisses your aspirations, she poisons the soil in which respect could grow." Respect is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. Without it, no bond, no matter how strong it appears, can endure the weight of time. When a woman withholds respect, she undermines the very foundation of trust and connection. This disrespect might come subtly through dismissive comments, sarcasm that cuts too deeply, or a refusal to acknowledge your achievements and efforts. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If someone despises me, that is their concern, but I will not allow myself to be harmed unless I consent to it." To tolerate disrespect is to give silent consent to it. A woman who withholds respect reveals a lack of alignment with your values and your worth. She may disregard your boundaries, interrupt your speech, or even belittle your goals under the guise of joking. Over time, this erodes not only the relationship, but your sense of self-worth if you allow it to persist. The Stoic response: recognize the behavior for what it is, a reflection of her character, not yours. Do not respond with anger or seek to force respect. Instead, assert your boundaries calmly and with dignity. Seneca reminds us, "He who respects himself is safe from insult." If respect cannot be freely given, then it is not worth staying in the shadow of someone who cannot see your value. True respect is not demanded, it is earned and reciprocated. But once it is absent, the relationship becomes a hollow shell. A Stoic recognizes this and does not cling to something that harms their peace. In all things, choose what uplifts and strengthens you. 2. She seeks only convenience. Epictetus taught, "Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems." A woman who values you only when it suits her convenience reflects a transactional bond, not a true connection. Your time and energy deserve a reciprocal exchange, not a one-sided drain. A relationship built on convenience is hollow, devoid of true connection and reciprocity. When a woman values you only when it suits her needs, she reduces the bond to a transaction. This is not love, respect, or partnership, it's utility. Epictetus said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." Recognizing this behavior is about understanding your own value and refusing to be reduced to someone else's convenience. This could manifest as her only reaching out when she needs help, company, or validation, but disappearing when you face challenges or require support. She may prioritize her desires while neglecting yours, showing no willingness to meet you halfway. In such dynamics, you find yourself giving endlessly, receiving little in return, and feeling drained rather than uplifted. The Stoic response is to evaluate the balance of the relationship with rationality, not emotion. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Do not waste what remains of your life in thoughts about others when you are not thinking with reference to some aspect of the common good." If her behavior is consistently self-serving, It's a clear indication that she sees the relationship as an instrument, not a partnership. A healthy relationship requires mutual effort, where both parties willingly invest their time and energy. Convenience-based bonds deplete your peace and self-worth because they are inherently one-sided. Recognize this pattern early and have the courage to set boundaries or walk away. True connections are built on shared purpose, not convenience. As the Stoics teach, cherish relationships that nourish your soul and avoid those that drain it. 3. She avoids accountability. If she evades responsibility for her actions, it reflects an absence of integrity. Marcus Aurelius believed that to do harm is to harm oneself. Her unwillingness to acknowledge wrongs creates cracks in the structure of trust, eroding the bond between you. Accountability is the backbone of integrity. A person who avoids taking responsibility for their actions is unwilling to face the consequences of their behavior, which erodes trust and respect in any relationship. When a woman refuses to own her mistakes, deflects blame onto others, or justifies her wrongs with excuses, she is not engaging with you on an equal, honest level. The Stoics valued accountability as a cornerstone of virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Accountability is the act of facing one's actions, learning from them, and striving to improve. When someone avoids it, they deny themselves growth and inflict harm on those around them. You might notice this avoidance in subtle ways. She may shift blame onto you during conflicts, deny her role in problems, or downplay actions that have hurt you. Over time, this creates a pattern where you feel unheard, dismissed, or even gaslit into questioning your own perceptions. A person who refuses to take responsibility creates an uneven dynamic where they prioritize their comfort over the relationship's health. The Stoic response: maintain clarity and calm when addressing the issue. Do not let emotions cloud your judgment. Epictetus reminds us, it is not events that disturb us, but our interpretations of them. Instead of reacting with frustration, state your concerns with rationality and firmness. Observe her response. Does she show a willingness to grow, or does she continue to deflect? If accountability remains absent, it's a sign that the relationship lacks the mutual respect and integrity necessary for it to thrive. As Seneca wisely advised, associate with those who will make a better man of you. Surround yourself with those who acknowledge their faults and strive for improvement, for they inspire growth in both themselves and those around them. A relationship devoid of accountability is not a partnership. It is a one-sided burden. 4. She fails to show gratitude. Gratitude is the anchor of love and respect. When someone cannot appreciate your presence, your efforts, or your sacrifices, they reveal a lack of perspective. As the Stoics remind us, gratitude is a practice of the wise. Without it, no relationship can endure. Gratitude is one of the purest expressions of respect and value in any relationship. When a woman consistently fails to show appreciation for your efforts, sacrifices, or presence, it signals that she may not truly value you or the role you play in her life. Seneca said, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." Gratitude strengthens bonds, while its absence fosters resentment and imbalance. A lack of gratitude might manifest in subtle ways. She dismisses your thoughtful gestures as insignificant, takes your sacrifices for granted, or expects your support without acknowledgement. Over time, this erodes the mutual respect necessary for a healthy relationship. It leaves you feeling unseen, unappreciated, and ultimately devalued. True Stoics recognize the importance of gratitude, not only for others, but as a daily practice to cultivate within ourselves. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude is not just a courtesy, it is a reflection of character and awareness. If she cannot recognize the efforts you make, it reflects more on her mindset than your worth. The Stoic response: do not demand gratitude, it should come naturally and sincerely. Instead, observe and reflect. Is this lack of gratitude a rare oversight or a consistent pattern? If the latter, set clear boundaries. Express your feelings calmly and without bitterness. Epictetus reminds us, "Seek not to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and your life will be serene." You cannot force someone to value you, but you can choose how much of yourself you give to someone who does not. Surround yourself with those who appreciate your presence, not just your actions. Gratitude is the mark of a healthy relationship. It reinforces mutual respect and strengthens connection. Without it, the bond becomes hollow and one-sided. 5. She disrupts your peace. Epictetus advised, "Seek not for events to happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and your life will be serene." A woman who constantly brings chaos, drama, or conflict into your life is a storm you must face with calm resolve. Protect your peace. It is your fortress. We do not list these behaviors to judge or resent, but to cultivate understanding. A Stoic does not dwell in bitterness. Instead, we reflect, adapt, and rise above. If these behaviors resonate with your experience, let them not provoke anger but inspire change. Remember, you are not the victim of your relationships. You are the master of your boundaries. Your inner peace is your fortress. It is the foundation upon which your clarity, strength, and purpose are built. A woman who constantly disrupts your peace, whether through drama, conflict, or manipulation, is not a partner in your growth, but an obstacle to it. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Disrupting your peace doesn't always come in obvious ways. It can be the constant picking of unnecessary fights, creating tension over trivial matters, or emotional volatility that keeps you walking on eggshells. It could also manifest in her dismissing your need for calm or turning every discussion into a battlefield. Over time, this chaos consumes your focus, drains your energy, and leaves you feeling unbalanced. Peace, for the Stoics, was not the absence of difficulty, but the ability to remain unshaken by external forces. Epictetus taught, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." When someone disrupts your peace, they cloud your judgment and distract you from the higher purpose of self-mastery. The Stoic response: recognize the disruption for what it is, a test of your resolve and boundaries. Do not react impulsively or engage in the chaos. Instead, create space for reflection. Ask yourself, does this person bring more harmony or turmoil into your life? Seneca advised, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Often we cling to toxic relationships out of fear of letting go, rather than acknowledging the damage they cause. Peace is not negotiable. It is a sacred part of your existence, and you have the responsibility to guard it fiercely. A woman who values you will honor and protect your peace, not shatter it. Choose relationships that nurture your growth and stability, for nothing worth having comes at the cost of your inner calm. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Protect your peace, and you protect your happiness. In the end, as Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Choose thoughts and relationships that uplift you. Guard your value. for in doing so, you guard your soul. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on how you're protecting your peace and strengthening your mindset. Remember, your inner calm is your greatest power. Don't let anyone take that from you. If you found value in this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Stoic insights, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we rise above the chaos and build lives of purpose and resilience. Until next time, stay focused, stay strong, and keep mastering your mind.